I keep getting highly triggered by all these like soft life videos and soft era trends. And I thought we could unpack why, because I think it's worth unpacking, and I don't think I'm alone in this. And it's a lot deeper than I thought. Also, we're gonna raw dog this video. I've been making videos for like over a decade, and I don't think I've ever gone in without a script of some sort or an outline. And we're not doing that today. So I equate softness with weakness. I see these videos and they're super aesthetically pleasing and they're just embracing their feminine energy. And I see that as straight up weakness. And about a week ago, I was like, what is happening? Why am I so triggered by this? But I've also lived my entire life having to protect myself. So I completely gaslit myself into thinking it was uh, for other reasons. I was raised by a man who many would consider to be like an outlaw. He was the kind of dad that wanted his daughters to be able to protect themselves under any circumstances. So by the time I was 4 or 5 years old, he was teaching me how to defend myself against a grown man. And I've carried that with me my entire life. I've never been one to back down from a fight, ever. But in doing that, my entire life, I have built up this like shell of toughness, this masculine energy that I carry around with me. And as I went through life and I made the wrong choices and I was hurt over and over, I realized that shell just became an armor. And it wasn't armor that I chose to wear, it was armor that I had to wear based on my circumstances. And the armor just got heavier and heavier. And I so desperately wanted to just take it off for a moment and give myself like a break. I'm 42 years old and I realize I don't know how to embrace like the feminine energy because I've used this tough outer shell to protect myself my entire life, and it's necessity. So I started this whole business where I was advertising it to everybody, the general population, anybody who is interested in like cool artwork. Except what I realized just this week is I actually created an entire community of women who understood where I was coming from. There's not a single guy in the entire membership, and not that they're not allowed to join. It's open to anybody, but it just so happened to be my entire community that I've created are women who have had to put on the armor. We might be carrying our armor for different reasons and it might be shaped differently, but I think we've all struggled to like be able to put it down once in a while, but like that's not sustainable. But I think that's what the entire thing is about, is that I wanted to create something where I could give them 5 minutes of softness a month. The rest of the month, we got to wear the armor and we got to get through and we got to protect the people around us and we have to do all the things. But for 5 minutes a month, you get to have something that's just for you and you get to just relax and like not have to be tough for a couple of minutes. And it feels really silly that I've been doing this for over a year and I completely gaslit myself into thinking it was just about artwork. And none of it's been about artwork. So I'm sitting here scrolling and I see videos of like embracing your softness, and my instant reaction is just like disgust, because who would want to do that? And then I realize that's all I want to do. I so desperately want a situation in my life where I can just be soft and not have it be catastrophic. And in order to do that, I created it for other people first. So I don't know if that makes any sense, but maybe it's not the softness that's so triggering, it's the vulnerability. Maybe we're allowed to be soft once in a while. Maybe that's okay.